Hello everyone to another video. It's been quite a while since I made one. It's just didn't really know what to make a video about. And I'm not on holiday anymore. But I'm gonna talk about my updated A-Tams build. I will say I don't think using A-Tams build to farm any kind of activity is a good idea. Speed running, yes, if you care about time. And I'll get into that in a minute. We'll just go straight into the builds to start with. So this is my A-Tams. I've gone for quite a bit of critical hit rate because you want this gun to have as high critical hit rate as possible. So that's why I've chose these for the substats: critical hit rate, firearm attack, weak point damage, critical hit damage. You can go Colossus instead of weak point damage, but I kind of wanted it to be usable on more than just Colossus. And then these are the modules. The only thing you change is the element on what you're going to do. That's that. The reason why we aren't going multi-hit is because it's kind of ass on non-general round weapons anyway. We'll go into Last Dagger because I'll be showing you why I think this is better for farming. Well, it definitely is. So this is what you'd be running for like a Tormentor Last Dagger. And then these are the modules. If you're going to be using this on like Deathstalker, you just want to change that weak point to rifling reinforcement, and then obviously make it an electric instead of toxic. But same stats, same things, same modules, all of that. Now we'll go into Serena's. So as a lot of people have been showing now, we're going to be running conditional recharge and walker type rope, and then all these modules are the same. And one major thing you need to know if you're using this build is to make sure you're not using the sheepdog, because the sheepdog will heal your HP quite quickly. Definitely when you're in the 15-second countdown on a boss, it'll just keep getting you to max HP. So you just run this dog or no dog. No dog would be better if you don't have the ammo dog. And then for Reactor, I would go cooldown duration. I'm just liking my cost, really. But cooldown duration doesn't matter what reactor type it is. And then components, we're still going for the highest max HP main stat and then max HP on the substat for the auxiliary with MP recovery out of combat, and then max HP 646, max MP recovery in combat, max HP 646, MP recovery modifier, Slayer. Well, no, it doesn't matter. Max HP 646. You can try and mess around with some 2 sets. I just don't really care. Just doesn't matter. And then Arche Tuning. Depending on what you're doing, if you're doing like an A-Tams, just go firearm attack like this. But if you are going like a Last Dagger, then I would go multi-hit, or would just be like this because it's a general round weapon, and Serena is a bit crazy with general round with multi-hit chance, because I'll show you why. Her second ability gives 50% base multi-hit chance and 50% base multi-hit damage on general rounds. So we'll go into Inversion. So if you're using the sniper, I would still just use aerial, just maybe you will get that multi-hit, but then I would go the focus rounds of the element of the gun you're using. So obviously Tormentor, you'd go focus and then just weak point. If you're using Last Dagger, actually this is still the same for Last Dagger because there is nothing really there. Obviously there's HP, but if you aren't killing enemies, it's not going to matter. So that's everything. I'll just go over some little bits now here. So I'm going to show you a video of what A-Tams looks like when you actually get a one-hit kill, like right now. And now I'm going to show a video of what happens when you don't get a critical hit chance, what most likely will happen a lot of the time. And now I'll show you a video of what Last Dagger is like every bloody time. Like, it's not gonna fail you unless your aim isn't on point. And that's pretty much why I would run Last Dagger for farming, and definitely not A-Tams. And I will say, will A-Tams ever like become useful? Very depends. I'd say for like Purge, there is some niche builds people are doing where you like shoot in a crowd of enemies and then it kills the entire crowd. What I think does have its usage there. For the main boss at the end, no, that boss at the end has 1 billion damage. I mean, a billion damage, 1 billion health. Will A-Tams ever be able to like hit that much damage? Probably not. We might have to see with cord components, but then other weapons are going to get buffed from that. Like the actual DPS of A-Tams is not that fast because you have to sit there and charge it up. Even at max unique, it's not charging up that fast. That's why guns like Ancient Knight, Last Dagger, Python, Albion will always do more overall DPS. That's pretty much my rant over with. So my conclusion is use Last Dagger for farming Tormentor or Python or Ancient Knight. They're all good choices if you build them correctly. My Ancient Knight build is in a different video. It's pretty much the same for bossing. I've explained bossing on it. And that's it. Thank you for watching.